Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. A Master Premiere is coming to Pokemon Go, and we're going to review some Pokemon to use. Now, Florges is going to be the #1 Pokemon for Master Premiere. Now, there's no Legendaries, Mythicals, or Ultra Beasts allowed, so no QMs. Nice break. Also going to have Open Great League, which I'll make another video on that. I mean, I definitely wanted to play both. I just wish I had more battles to play available for each day. But, I mean, Fairy, Dragon, Steel types, basically, like main core. I mean, there's plenty of other types. Appear, I mean, it's one of the best still in Open Master League. It's going to still be awesome in Master Premiere. But, I mean, Golisopod, it is going to be real good. I wish I had a Hundo. Not going to build a 98 like Florges, but I mean, there are plenty of good Pokemon. I mean, if you aren't able to raid and you've played a lot, hopefully you have some of these Pokemon built. Definitely going to be nice to get a break from the Legendaries. But some teams I'd recommend, I've had some success with some of these Pokemon. I mean, Shadow Dragonite, Shadow Metagross, Shadow Hyperior. I mean, you could use all the non-shadows. I'm definitely a good Pokemon I've built. But Dragon, you got Steel type for the Fairy. And I mean, you got a nice neutral safe swap. Able to deal with Dragonite's weaknesses. Also, I mean, having a Steel type for the super weakness to Ice. I mean, Hyperior can do decent damage into Ice types. Florges with the Croc and Gator. I mean, you're going to be really weak to fire and steel, so having a great fire type in Skeledirge as a closer. But Feraligatr safe swap is going to be real strong. Now, you can run Crunch. I'd probably recommend Ice Beam. Now, we also have Goodra. And with new face, Golisopod, I mean, going to be just, I guess, a pretty good safe swap. I mean, you could also use Feraligatr. I mean, Golisopod is brand new. I mean, we did just have Feraligatr Comday, but also, I mean, Aqua Jet Spam, Shadow Claw, Fast Attack Pressure is real nice. Not bad. I mean, having Metagross, I mean, it's just, I think the best Steel type that most people will have. Just really good to cover any Dragon lead. We also had Skeledirge Comday. Not as sure about whether you'd want to build Skeledirge, but also, I mean, it is really strong. Torch Tongue makes it amazing, and no legacy move. Well, Hydro Cannon is a legacy move on Feraligatr. Last one, I mean, with Incinerate, you already do so much fire damage. Well, Blast Wind can still be really good, but with just how good Flame Charge is, and having a stab coverage in Shadow Ball makes it incredible, but also double Fairy in the back. I mean, it works. Having a nice ABB style team where you have the fire to cover the steel weakness in the back, but also Waterfall Primarina is really strong. Could also work. And Gholdengo, I mean, Double Ghost, not bad. And Gholdengo is the ghost you want to have into Annihilape. I mean, Gholdengo may be something a little bit spicier considering you need like a friend or to have Pokemon Scarlet or Violet to get plenty and try to get the Hundo. I do have a 98, another, but I'm less eager to build a 98 Gholdengo, even less so than Golisopod, even though it is really strong Pokemon. And, I mean, Primarina is just going to be real nice coverage for, like, with Waterfall. I'd probably run it to cover the fire weakness, although you have some play. But Charm Primarina, I mean, I am a big fan of Charm Primarina. So good. I mean, I would recommend if you are going to run Waterfall, then, like, put a Dragon instead of Gyarados. But I guess Gyarados could still do good. Annihilape, I mean, it's nice coverage to have for Steel-type leads. It is just a really strong closer, being able to charge up your attack, but also being able to get close combat. Ice Punch is also really nice. I mean, more so if you're seeing a double, like a dragon, especially like a Dragonite or a Garchomp. I mean, I've a good amount of videos of teams I've used. I mean, these are pretty good teams. Some newer Pokemon I've not used before. I mean, definitely gonna be a fun week. Gonna enjoy some Master Premier, but also some Great League. Now to go into a little bit more in depth of each of the Pokemon. I mean, Florges just gonna be the #1 Pokemon. I do have it built. It is so good in Open Master League. I can only imagine just truly how good it will be in Master Premier. I mean, you got the Steels, the Skeledirge as the main things to watch out for. But you're going to wreck the Dragons, which is lovely. Plenty of water types are going to get wrecked by Trailblaze. Although Rhyperior does have a winning matchup. Good to know. Important to know, but you can get so much damage with Trailblaze. Goodra, I mean, it's such a tanky dragon. It's actually recommended to run Aqua Tail, Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch's legacy. Aqua Tail is really strong with how cheap a water move it is. Thunder Punch is a bit more energy than Aqua Tail. But with how common Rhyperior will probably be. But also the water types, you're going to see to counter Rhyperior's. Thunder Punch is going to be real nice. And it does have the option for a Draco, which is a little under 2 times energy of those cheap moves. It can be fun to kaboom. To go for the kabooms. Definitely excited. Snorlax, I mean, who knows how many Snorlax you'll see. But yeah, I mean, you're going to struggle into the fairies as a Goodra. Just how it goes. Gyarados, #3. I'm a little surprised. But also Dragon Breath on a non-dragon Pokemon is really strong into a meta where dragons are kind of king. And just the pacing for Aqua Tails is going to be incredible. But also it is a legacy move. So you got to make sure you have an Elite TM for one. If you, I mean, you're really not going to want to not have, you're not going to want to play without Aqua Tail. But also Waterfall, pretty good. I mean, that Waterfall damage into Rhyperior is just incredible. Being able to one shield farm down Rhyperior with Waterfall is amazing. But you gotta be a little careful. I mean, if you're running Crunch, Aqua Tail, that's not a bad moveset to run at all. Outrage you could also try. I mean, if you're a closer, Outrage may be what you want a bit more. But definitely, I mean, it's got a strong Mega. Definitely a useful Mega to have. But Gholdengo, I mean, a really good Steel type. Going to be a little bit more rare for people to have. But with the new Hex buff, and I mean, just being such a strong Pokemon, definitely going to be real handy. Shadow Ball Focus Blast is the recommended moveset. You could run Dazzling Gleam. Same pacing as Shadow Ball, but also being able to super effective into the dragons, which is nice. But, I mean, if you are in a situation where you're going up against a closing Rhyperior and you take a shield down, Focus Blast will kaboom, get that nuke of a hit. Yeah, definitely going to need to be wary of the Mudslappers. But, I mean, you can be really strong, especially into Machamp, which, I mean, a lot of people have built Machamp over the years. It is a really strong fighting type. Definitely long time good Pokemon. Annihilape, I mean, it is also, you're definitely going to want to bring in Gholdengo for the Annihilapes. Although you got to be a little careful. I mean, Dragonite, the OG, the best dragon in the game. In 2016, the thing everyone chased after. Still one of the best. And I mean, without the legendaries, you're going to be kind of crazy. You're going to be clear to do a lot. But fairy types, I mean, they definitely are going to be a big stop. But in the lead, I mean, so good. Having a flying dragon, being able to take little damage from the Rhyperior's Mudslap. Could be a time to try a Rock Wrecker Viperia also, maybe. Not going to like the Mudsar Viperias. Could be something I try, maybe. We'll see. Annihilape, I mean, it was so good, and then they nerfed it, and then they made it really good again, and it is really good. And having the options of a couple move sets. I mean, I guess you could run Night Slash. It is just such a small chance at a double boost, but I'm just consistently Rage Fist will just be better, so maybe silly, but definitely when they first had Night Slash Annihilape before Rage Fist, definitely was crazy. But I mean, it's a nice bulky Pokemon. Candies, I mean, Mankey candies shouldn't be too hard for a lot of long-time players. I do actually have two built, two hundos that are not Shadow. I decided to spend the dust to 50 as second one instead of Elite TMing. Yeah, I mean, I am very stingy with the Elite TMs, especially the charged. But the Gator, I mean, it's just one of the best in Great and Ultra, and it's really strong in Master Premier. I mean, you got a winning matchup into Waterfall Primarina, that's pretty good. Shadow Claw just does so much. I would not recommend Waterfall Feraligatr. I mean, Shadow Claw is such a better moveset, but I mean, let me know if you're trying out Waterfall Feraligatr. That'd be pretty cool to see. Primarina, I mean, it was a pretty definitely well built for Master League. I mean, it's still pretty good right now. Although Q and Black, definitely a big hamper. Waterfall is recommended. And, I mean, you're going to get to charge attacks a lot better. And you are going to be really strong into the dragons, even with resisted Waterfall. But for me, personally, I like to join the dark side of Charm Primarina. I have had some success with Waterfall Primarina in Open Master League. I mean, QMs really have kind of made Primarina disappear, but definitely a good time to use it again. Definitely love to see the positive matchups with this Charmer into the Dragons. And I mean, Togekiss, it's just a little outclassed. I mean, it is also still a pretty decent Pokemon, and having a double Charm team, not a bad thing to do. A lot more of your veteran players probably have Togekiss, a better Togekiss than Primarina. But man, Golisopod. Like, I have so many candies. I do have a lot of Stardust. But I do not want to build this bug that's not a hundo. I've definitely tried to grind for a hundo Wimpod. One day I'll find this hundo. Definitely, it does look really good. And I mean, Aqua Jet, definitely an awesome buff. Like, I do just have so many other things built to be ready for Viperia. I mean, I kind of would even prefer to build Chestnut before this. Chestnut definitely seems like a pretty nice pick, pretty fun pick. But, I mean, yeah, Golisopod, I mean, it is awesome that they made it really meta. Definitely need to try it out more in Great and Ultra. I mean, Shadow Claw, just such a good move, but I mean, it's been such a good move for so long. Who knows how long until they nerf it, potentially. I mean, Counter was nerfed eventually, so. I mean, Machamp, another mainstay, OG thing you built. But, I mean, yeah, Stone Edge, I mean, such a good move. It is just a little unfortunate Rock Slide's not what was nerfed, but Vigoroth ruining Rock Slide for so much. But just the Karate Chop pacing, now that it does require an Elite Fast TM, but the pacing, the energy you get is just amazing. I mean, having strong matchups into so much. And yeah, I mean, yeah. Now, also Metagross. I mean, one day we'll get the Mega. One day Mega Metagross will be released. And with Dragons and Fairies being pretty much everywhere, Metagross, the best Steel type available. You definitely should know Metagross, just amazing. But also Como. Now we actually did have a lot of city safari events, and Jangmo was spawning pretty common. I mean, if you played that and got enough XLs, I actually do have enough XLs. Now this is a dragon I may consider building. No hundo, but 96 could be a pretty fun thing to build. I mean, I just love dragons like a lot. Like most people, I mean, I think most generally do love the dragons. Como is a pretty cool one. It is, I mean, super weak to fairy as a fighting. Not a bad type to have as secondary type. Lapras, I mean, Psywave is truly incredible. Unfortunately, in all the years of playing, I've not been able to get tons of XLs for Lapras. I don't even have a Shadow one I'd want to build. I don't think I even have a hundo. I mean, Lapras is not going to be carrying you all the way to Legend in Master Premier, but it's got some nice matchups. Gonna be pretty nice. I mean, just such a tanky Pokemon and doesn't even break 3000 CP. Actually, maybe if it does have the Best Buddy Boost badge. I mean, just Psywave, Sparkling Area, so good. And Ice Beam is a legacy. You could also run Skull Bash, which I do think Ice Beam is pretty valuable for the Master Premier. Shadow Glade, I can go for some nukes. The new Pokemon Delmise. I mean, it's not like brand new, but it is still really new. If you're a madman and have the XLs for this, wow. Respect. I mean, if anyone has it, let me know. I mean, that'd be really cool to hear how you did. Skeledirge, I mean, Common Day Pokemon Skeledirge, it's going to be kind of crazy. I do got the hundo. Possibly. Maybe. I mean, Torch Song is so good. It is amazing. I mean, it's not the strongest Pokemon, not the highest CP, 3422. But it's not bad. I mean, you're going to be really good into the fairies, steel types. You're just going to be able to charge up so fast. And if you can drag out the Rhyperias, pretty good clearance. Vaporeon, I mean, it's just... There's just only so much competition, only so much 3000 CP Pokemon. Definitely going to be going down. Grass types, I mean, pretty important. Rosary, not bad. Go-Goat, I mean, that is also a very tough Pokemon to build. But if you played a lot of City Safari zones, especially during your time with guaranteed XL candy from trade, maybe. I mean, Venusaur much more likely grass type to have that's built. Nice Mega. And also having the poison type is pretty handy. Although going to get kind of walled by a lot in the meta. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have. But some of the water types have really good coverage into the grass type. Tyranitar, Shadow, I mean, it's so strong, but just there's a lot of counterplay in the meta for it. Spicy Shadow Typhlosion could be fun. I do have a 98 built. Maybe. I think it's going to be a pretty fun week. I do want to do some Great League, but maybe I'll end up just doing... Maybe I'll just stick to Master Premier. Who knows? Let me know what you want to see me use. I do have Blastoise built. I mean, it is spicy, but it's still definitely a lot better than what it used to be. Vigavolt. I did last year finally get the hundo. Maybe time to actually build it. Thanks for watching the channel. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. And let me know what league you're going to be playing if you're going to enjoy some Great League. If If you can enjoy some non-legendary Master League, definitely going to continue with the uploads. Got some more Open Master League videos to come out, but also definitely going to bring some Master Premier and some Great League. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.